In today's video I'm going to be explaining chest training, how I do it, and all of that. So let's start with the anatomy of the pectoral muscles. There are two major heads of the muscle, the upper and the middle. I know that there is a popular misconception that there are actually three, that being upper, middle, and lower, but no, there are only two. It's just that the middle one is so big that it's mistaken that there is a lower one as well. But the actual muscle fibers are not split into lower and middle, it's just the middle one. Now the upper one, that one is split into separate fibers, and it is classified as the upper chest. I should also mention that there is a third head, but that one is hidden. It's below the pectoralis major, it's called the pectoralis minor. That head, you can't exactly focus on it, and it's just there. You cannot train it specifically, but it's better for you to know that it's there. Now, another thing, there is another misconception that there is some sort of an inner chest. That is not true. In order to get that filled look, you just need to have fully developed muscles. And you do that by regular exercise. There is no specific exercise to get this exact middle portion right here to be more refined. You cannot train that. It just comes with time. Now, the exercises that I'm going to be looking into today are the three major ones. That being the bench press, dumbbell bench press, and chest press. Now, obviously, there is the flies, what else? I can't remember. Yeah, basically, the chest exercises are split into two groups, the press exercise and the fly exercises. The difference is, with the press, it's basically like this, and the fly, it's basically like this. Both do the same thing, it's just in different ways. Both, like the whole function of the pectoralis muscle is to bring the elbow forward, and when you do press, see, it comes forward. Same thing goes with the fly, it again goes forward. The difference is the forearm position. It's the same thing. Difference is when you're pressing, you're able to lift more weight because that also involves the triceps as well as the shoulders. And when you're doing a fly, you're specifically and only training the pec muscles. Today I'll be looking into the pressing exercises. First one, the bench press, the classic. Basically, the bench press, I mean, what can I even say to the bench press? You know what the bench press is, but essentially, the bench press is the king of the chest exercises. You're able to lift the most weight. Yeah, I think so. You can lift the most weight on that. It also allows for the best muscle activation. Another variation that you can use if you don't like the bench press with the bar is dumbbell chest press. The dumbbell is different in a way that it requires more balance and more muscle coordination. Now, obviously, some people may prefer the dumbbell over the bench press. Personally, I prefer the raw bench press with the bar, but some people prefer the dumbbells. Now, why is that? Basically, when you're doing bench press, the minimum you can go to is where the bar meets your chest. The lower than that you cannot go. Whereas the dumbbells, because they're separate, they're not connected, it allows for further stretch of the muscle. And some people experience more growth and benefit when they use that extended stretch. Personally, I don't find a difference, and I like the bar because it requires less balance and less muscle coordination. But you have to try out for yourself to find your personal choice. Now the third one, the chest press, it's a different exercise. Now the chest press machine, that's a different thing, because it requires no balance whatsoever. I mean, the bench press, it requires some balance to keep the arms straight and at a single level, And the dumbbells, obviously, when they are separate, it's much harder to balance them. And the chest press, it just completely eliminates, can say, it completely eliminates that balance factor. And it allows for the best muscle activation and muscle exertion. Because on the chest press, you are able to push yourself to your absolute limits because you cannot hurt yourself. I mean, on the bench press, if you don't have a spotter, you cannot go for your true absolute failure because you're just going to get squished by the bar. So, with the dumbbells, you can kind of do it, but it's also much riskier because you know, when you're doing the press and your arms completely stop functioning, the dumbbell can fall onto your face and just you can get hurt really badly. And yeah, basically that's about it, about the exercises. If I would split them into categories, it would be if you're an absolute beginner, you should only do the chest press machine, nothing else. When you do the chest press and you get some development, you can try the bench press, and after you try the bench press, you can try the dumbbell press. Obviously, it's not a restriction. Like obviously, first day in the gym, you can go to the bench press. Now, basically, all these exercises they accomplish the same thing, every single one of them. You can use all three for strength, muscle, and both at the same time, as well as endurance. And obviously, you can use one in accessory of the other. What does that mean? Basically, your main exercise of the workout is the bench press, and after you've done that, you can also do both dumbbell bench press and chest press. You just do them in accessory of the main bench press, which is the main focus of the workout. And yeah, that's about for the exercises. Now let's talk about periodization. The bench press is a taxing exercise. Like you should do it no more than 3 times a week. Like at most 3 times a week, no more. The dumbbells, on the other hand, no, what am I saying? The dumbbells are even more taxing because they require more balance and put more stress on your shoulders. And for them, 2 times a week max. Now the chest press is different because it requires no coordination, no balance, no nothing, just raw strength. For that exercise, I would make an exception, that being that you can do them literally every single day. And obviously not with crazy weight, but still. And also I'm currently working on a program so that you guys can use it for just to remove your stress of making your own program. I'm making one for you. The program that I'm working on right now is specifically for chest development. That being the video of the day. And yeah, like that's about it. And have a good day.